Hey, listen up. This is for all tech and IT professionals, especially software developers, cloud, DevOps, data and machine learning engineers, data scientists and analysts, or automation testers looking for a job in Germany. If you want to get your tech job in Germany, this training is for you. In the next minutes, I'll be crushing the biggest myths revolving around jobs with visa sponsorship and show you what most candidates are doing wrong when applying, especially from countries like India or Pakistan, and how you can do it right. In fact, I'm going to show you exactly how you can land your job in Germany in 2 to 3 months from now, following our proven Find a Job strategy. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jörg, which is German for George, here at Find a Job in Germany in Berlin. We're a team of ex-tech recruiters, and now we work as job coaches. We've helped thousands of tech and IT professionals from around the world get jobs in Germany with great salary and great work-life balance. Coming to you, you are probably facing one of the following challenges right now. Either you're thinking about moving abroad, Germany, Canada, the US, but you don't know where to start. It all seems too complicated since you don't know how things are done in these job markets. Or you even applied to some 20, 30 jobs and never got a single call and you don't know why. Or third, you got lucky and you received interview calls, but they were very different. The German company rejected you and you don't know what you did wrong. I'm sure so far you've been told it's not possible to get a job in Germany, especially without speaking German. Or your CV isn't good enough. Or sorry, there were better local candidates and that's why we can't proceed with you. Or some companies ghosted on you even though you had a good feeling about the interview process. Maybe you have already started learning German even, or you revamped your CV using a template that you found online, or you haven't done anything because your friend said that you shouldn't even try your luck because it's impossible. Trust me, it is, and that you have failed so far is not your fault. When you start looking for career advice online, the web is full of incomplete or half-true information, and you're probably busy doing your job and you don't have the time to do all this research. The truth is, finding a job in Germany with visa sponsorship is a lot easier than you think. At the moment, there are over 140,000 unfilled positions in tech and IT with an average starting salary between 60 and 100,000 euros and great work-life balance, social security benefits, of course. And we can help you get one of these jobs like we've helped thousands of coaches so far. If you implement our 3-step find a job strategy like they did. So how does it work? Trust me, finding a job is like a sales process. You have to market yourself in the right way to the right people. Really, 98% of us need to follow an active strategy to sell ourselves to get calls. And then, of course, to perform well during the interview rounds. So selling it is, and that's okay, but you have to know how to do that right. Now, you will get it right if you follow these 3 steps from our strategy. Step 1, positioning. Positioning means you have to find your sweet spot, what you're best at. Then adapt your profile accordingly and target the right jobs based on your personal branding. It sounds easy, but most people fail here already. So what do we do first? We look at where you're really good and your stack. And then we check if there are enough jobs out there for you in Germany. If so, we target your profile accordingly for you to get interviews on a constant basis. You need to know that your CV needs to convince any recruiter in less than 10 seconds. That is the average time that they'll look at it. So without an awesome profile, no interviews. Step 2, approaching. Next, you need to apply strategically. Most people I've talked to over the years told me, yeah, I'm applying on LinkedIn. Well, that's the first mistake, especially without proper positioning. That's the one I mentioned before. Because in Germany, most companies don't even use LinkedIn to hire people. So everybody's applying to the same jobs. And then I hear things like, yeah, I had an interview with Zalando, HelloFresh, or Delivery Hero. And why is that? Those big brands, those big companies, they invest a lot of money into advertising on LinkedIn. They get thousands of applications for each role. So it's super competitive to get a job with them. It can work, of course, but there are also plenty of other options out there. For example, job matching platforms that are specifically made for software engineers. What matters here really, and that's my point, is that you go for fresh jobs, reflecting a need for your specialty, where you're very specific on the role and focus on what mirrors your That's right, sweet spot. So what I mentioned before here really matters. What I'm saying is you want to widen your options also because there are hundreds of thousands of small and medium-sized companies in Germany offering great salaries as well. Work-life balance, job security. Target these as well. Step 3, interviewing. If you've already had interviews with German companies, it could be that you were already rejected during the first HR call, or you were rejected later and you don't know why. To make a very long story short, the interview process with German companies is very different, especially if you're from India or Pakistan. I know that in these countries there's tech round, tech round, tech round, tech round, and then you get hired, and that's the main difference. In Germany, 50% of you being hired is tech, but 50% is the way that you communicate. You need to understand what HR wants from you. If they ask you questions like, what is your biggest weakness? Have you ever had a conflict or problem with a colleague? Soft skills and communication are super important for your success. These are some videos from people we've helped come to Germany, and we showed them every single step from positioning to approaching the right companies, of course, mastering the interview process with them. And for all of them, it was a massive boost in their career, for their personal development, of course. And just like you, all of them were international professionals in IT from around the globe that came here through our program. None of them spoke any German, by the way. None of them had a valid visa. All of them got an offer a few months after they started working with us. If you want to know if and how we can also help you, then this is where our personal coaching program comes in, which we specifically offer for folks like you, international software developers, cloud, DevOps, data engineers, scientists, analysts who want to work in Germany. We get you a job in Germany in 2 to 3 months, and what we do together is exactly following our Find a Job strategy. After boarding you on, we get your positioning right. That means your CV will look entirely different from what it's like today, and it will be tailor-made to the needs of the German job market. Then we start approaching, meaning applying for jobs. We know that you're busy. We know you have a job. So we apply for jobs on your behalf. And we also show you how to approach companies yourself. We show you our technique. Together, we get leads on a regular basis. That means after around 2 weeks, you'll get your first interviews, which is where we start prepping you. We do mock interviews for first calls, culture fit scenarios, and we're with you this entire time over WhatsApp. And once you've received your job offer, we will walk you through the fine print, make sure you get here, relocation is smooth. So yeah, that's how it works, and that's also why it works. Now let's talk about your investment. The price for this program comes as a split. There is a sign-up fee of 500 euros to get into the program if you're 27 years or older. And if you're 27 or younger, you qualify as a young professional. Then your sign-up fee is 250 euros. And then there is a success fee, which is due only if and after you have received a contract and your first monthly salary. And that success fee for us will be 12% of your gross annual salary for the first year. Not any following years. Let me give you an example. Your contract says you get a gross annual salary of 60,000 euros. The success fee will be 12% of that, which is 7,200. And for that, there will be a payment plan in place, so you can pay that in installments. Naturally, we have a very strong interest in you finding a job because your success is our success fee. In fact, your first annual salary will probably be somewhere in the range between 60 to 100,000 euros. So you can easily see the relations of your investment here. Anyway, again, this will be a one-time investment for you. You pay the sign-up fee up front and the rest once and only after you have found your job. Now, we are selective because we have to be. And we only work with people who meet the following criteria. In order to get accepted, you need to fulfill the following. First, you need to have a relevant tech stack. Second, you need at least 3 years of relevant project experience in your domain, if not more. This depends on the job market, which we do monitor closely. Third, you need the right mindset and soft skills. Most importantly, people skills, communication skills, English skills, and you need to be 100% motivated and committed. Fourth, you need to have made up your mind about coming to Germany, and there shouldn't be any blockers in your private life, of course. So if you say, yes, this is me, I fulfill these criteria, then please, I invite you, try out and apply. It's pretty easy. In order to do so, go ahead, Simply click on the link that you see below this video, then you book your get to know call and send us a CV via email. We check if you're good enough to join and if your profile fits German job market needs. You will find all other instructions for this in the confirmation email, so please read that. If we find your CV interesting, then we'll call you on WhatsApp on the day and time that you booked your call. And in this get to know call, we'll touch base, ask you a few questions, and then depending on how that goes, we'll take the next step and invite you to a 45-minute call on Zoom, which we call career strategy consultation. And this is where either of us coaches will check on your skills, on your projects in detail, and develop your roadmap to Germany. Again, if you want to try out and find a job in Germany, apply for a program by clicking on the link below this video. We're looking forward to getting to know you.